and welcome to Social Connection. This week, Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Rajyavardhan Rathore talked about the importance of social media in effective governance. And also, Internet Day was celebrated. In fact, it has been 25 years since the World Wide Web was first used. In the next half an hour, we'll get you the news from the social media space. My name is Venkat Raman, and with me is Shreya. Hi, Shreya.
Hi, Venkat, and welcome everyone. We're back with another episode of the latest from social media sites. Now, Rio Olympics just got over, and it's not just the athletes who broke records. Twitterati made some headlines too. We'll talk of all of this and much more, but before that, let's get straight to the top stories.
Netizens celebrate 25 years of public access to the World Wide Web as Internet Day.
Twitter records 187 million tweets for this year's Rio Olympics.
Union Minister Rajyavardhan Rathore inaugurates workshop for effective use of Facebook for government communication.
Okay, Internet, the global platform that connects humans and machines alike, completes 25 years this week. On 23rd of August 1991, the public accessed the World Wide Web for the first time. Now, the credit for designing and deploying the www protocol goes to Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Now, before the World Wide Web, other protocols existed for transferring information over the Internet, but the web quickly surpassed them in popularity.
On this week, 25 years ago, the world's first website went live to the public. The site, created by Sir Tim Berners-Lee, was a basic text page with hyperlinked words that connected to other pages. Berners-Lee used the public launch to outline his plan for the service, which would come to dominate life in the 21st century. Berners-Lee wanted the World Wide Web to be a place where people could share information across the world through documents and links navigated with a simple search function. The first step to making that a reality occurred on August 6, 1991, and was hailed with little fanfare when Berners-Lee launched the first web page from his Next computer at research organization CERN's headquarters in Geneva. The web was initially only available to CERN employees, but just over a fortnight later, it was made publicly available for anyone who had a computer to see and add to. As a result, 23rd August is called Internet Day, a portmanteau of Internet that celebrates the first steps taken online. While Internet and World Wide Web are two different things, they are often referred in conjunction with each other. Internet has been defined and developed by many computer scientists in the past, but Tim Berners-Lee designed the basic foundation. Another day that is celebrated as the birth of the World Wide Web is March 12, 1989, the day Berners-Lee published his proposal for what he then called information management. The linking of commercial networks and enterprises by the early 1990s marks the beginning of the transition to the modern Internet and generated a sustained exponential growth as generations of institutional, personal and mobile computers were connected to the network.
As sports fans bid farewell to the Rio Olympics, the event was streamed live on different social media sites. Throughout the Rio Olympics, fans around the world turned to social media sites like Twitter to cheer for victories, engage with athletes and share in the live experience. Take a look at how the 2016 Olympics unfolded.
Rio Olympics 2016 created a buzz both in the online and offline world. According to one of the leading social media companies, Twitter, throughout the Rio 2016 Games, fans around the world turned to Twitter to cheer for thrilling victories, engage with athletes, see highlights and share in the live experience. Twitter shared that over 187 million tweets were sent about the games, and in total, which led to 75 billion impressions, views on and off Twitter of tweets about the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. The top moment was Brazil winning the gold in football. Neymar's game-winning penalty kick for Brazil in a shootout versus Germany in the gold medal football match took top honors. The three most exciting moments of #Rio 2016, as measured by tweets per minute, are Neymar scoring the game-winning penalty kick.
Brazil said it is time to stop the...
Usain Bolt winning the gold in 100 meters, and Neymar goal puts Brazil up 1-0 versus Germany. Top 3 Olympics moments for India based on tweets per minute are PV Sindhu wins the first set of her Olympics badminton final, Deepa Karmakar lands the Prodonova in her Olympics final, and Sakshi Malik wins bronze in the final seconds of her round. It also shared that there were around 1.48 million tweets related to Sindhu, 576,000 tweets related to Malik, 387,000 tweets related to Karmakar, 255,000 tweets related to Abhinav Bindra and 143,000 tweets related to Sania Mirza during the Rio Olympics period. With 5 more gold medals, Michael Phelps led the Twitter conversation leaderboard. If Twitter gave out medals based on Twitter mentions, Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt and Neymar would be on the podium. Meanwhile, the 3 most discussed sports were swimming, football and track and field athletics. Finally, the most retweeted athlete tweet from the Games was posted by gymnast Simone Biles. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Rajyavardhan Rathore inaugurated a workshop on effective use of Facebook for government communication. Inaugurating the event, the minister said that the challenge before the government was to reorient and recalibrate its approach and strategy in communicating with the citizens with the right content and knowledge so as to empower them.
After inaugurating a workshop on effective use of Facebook for government communication, Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore said that citizen engagement and two-way communication are the critical inputs for the government communication approach in the current media scenario dominated by instant communication and multimedia platforms. In this context, social media as a communication platform has emerged as a cost-effective and powerful tool in the government which focuses on maximum governance. The minister further stated that the challenge before the government was to reorient and recalibrate its approach and strategy in communicating with citizens with the right content and knowledge so as to empower them.
This social media today is actually shaping the debate that's happening on the television. It's shaping the pages of the newspaper. It's shaping your mind when you sit on a dining table at the dinner time and do your discussions. It's literally shaping the world today. And therefore, if I can stretch myself to say, either you share or you die. So you might as well, you cannot hide information in today's world, so you have to share that information. The idea is to send out the right kind of content that people can then engage with that content. You need to empower them with the perfect knowledge.
In this context, the capacity building initiatives taken by the Press Information Bureau would not only strengthen institutional capacity of the government, but would also enable the government to mainstream a 360-degree communication strategy across social media platforms. Citing the example of the communication approach undertaken for the budget, Colonel Rathore said there was a need to communicate with citizens in a timely, sustained, personalized, creative and interesting way. For this purpose, infographics and creative graphics were designed to simplify budget provisions so that people could understand them in a simple manner and could take benefits from the schemes and initiatives of the government.
Well, we're heading for a break right now, but stay tuned, lots more on the other side.
इस बात को समझ लीजिए कि टीका लगाने के बाद बच्चे को हल्का सा बुखार आ सकता है। हो सकता है थोड़ी सी सूजन भी हो जाए। इस बुखार और दर्द का मतलब है कि टीका अपना काम कर रहा है और बच्चे को जानलेवा बीमारियों से बचा रहा है। वो बच्चा बीमार भी हो तो भी उसे टीके के लिए हर बार ले जाइए। 5 साल 7 बार, छूटे ना टीका एक भी बार।
जे से जहाज हो या के से किसान, सारे देश का इंजन हम ही तो चलाते हैं। HP Lubricants, A to Z आपके काम आते हैं।
फिर तो मैंने उसकी धुलाई की ना, सारी इकड़ी निकाल दी। मैंने अपना उस्तरा निकाला, कर दिया। कहला भाई 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 प्लीज मेरी रैगिंग मत करो, मेरी रैगिंग मत करो। क्या राहुल? क्या राहुल? सुसाइड कर लिया उसने। है?
रैगिंग आपकी जिंदगी के वो हसीन पल छीन सकता है जो आपने और आपके पेरेंट्स ने आपके लिए सोचा है। आपकी जिंदगी और करियर आपके हाथ में है। स्टॉप रैगिंग।
Welcome back to The Social Connection. There were a whole lot of trends on Twitter and Facebook this week, but here's a quick wrap of the top trends. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has pipped Bollywood megastar Amitabh Bachchan to become the most followed Indian on social media site Twitter. As on 25th August, Prime Minister Modi had over 22.1 million followers on the social networking platform, while actor Amitabh Bachchan marginally trailed with 22 million at the last count. Prime Minister has also become the second most followed leader on Twitter in the world after US President Barack Obama. The world's oldest tigress, Machli, died on Thursday last week after being critically ill for over a week in Ranthambore National Park in Rajasthan. The feline was 19. Also called the Queen of Ranthambore, the Royal Bengal was one of the star attractions of the national park. Her name, meaning fish in Hindi, was reportedly inspired by the unique fish-shaped mark on her face. Machli shot to fame years ago when a video of her fighting a 14-foot crocodile went viral. The tigress even had a Facebook page, Machli, the Queen of Tigers, as well as a postal stamp and several documentaries dedicated to her. #Machli was trending on different social media sites. The draft surrogacy regulation bill 2016 that aims to ban all commercial surrogacy and safeguard the rights of surrogate mothers was cleared on the 24th of August. Addressing a press conference after its approval for introduction of surrogacy regulation bill, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj said that there was a need to ban commercial surrogacy and regulate altruistic surrogacy. The new regulation also limits surrogacy to Indian citizens. Non-resident Indians or overseas citizenship of India card holders will not be allowed to opt for surrogacy. The bill was discussed on social media sites. A girl from Madhya Pradesh entered the Golden Book of World Records for the longest drumming marathon after logging in a 31-hour session. Srishti Patidar from Indore started the session on 22nd of August at 12 p.m. and played the drums continuously till 8 p.m. on the 23rd of August. Patidar took 3 breaks during the session, the same as the earlier record holder Sofia from Mexico, who had played the drums for 24 hours at a stretch. Friends and family sang along as the 24-year-old played the instrument to the tunes of popular Bollywood songs. Hunger Games star Jennifer Lawrence topped Forbes magazine list of the world's highest paid actresses for the second straight year, followed by Melissa McCarthy. Lawrence took the top spot largely through a slice of the profits from the final movie in the Hunger Games franchisee, as well as a big upfront fee for her forthcoming space adventure movie Passengers. Yet Lawrence's estimated payday was likely well below that for Hollywood's leading men. Bollywood star Deepika Padukone is the only newcomer on the list. Hundreds of Pokemon Go enthusiasts caused a stampede in Taipei on the 21st of August in a rush to catch rare Pokemons. The street in Betu was packed with people playing the location-based game and hunting for the virtual monsters through their smartphones. Many rushed to the spot where the characters apparently appeared. Pokestops are often established in parks, causing many to gather there. Police have been ramping up fines for playing in traffic while riding a scooter. Krishna Janmashtami celebrated with great pomp all over the country. Devotees participated in colourful fairs, cultural performances and religious rituals, including day-long fasts. A special event on the occasion is Dahi Handi, where people form human pyramids and break a pot of curd tied on a rope high above the ground. On the 17th of August, the Supreme Court had upheld a lower court's decision banning youngsters below 18 years from participating in the ritual and restricting the height of the human pyramid to 20 feet. Janmashtami was trending on different social media sites.
With the release of a new iPhone app, Facebook has taken direct aim at video-loving adolescents and Snapchat. The app allows teens to watch clips about the lives of their classmates. It's called LiveStage.
Facebook has launched a new social media app, LiveStage, aimed at teenagers. Members of LiveStage, currently only available on Apple devices, upload pictures and videos based around feelings, likes and dislikes. These are then turned into video profiles. All posts are public and there are no options to restrict viewing. Teenagers can view each other's profiles once the individual has registered 20 members or more. If you are 22 or older, you can see your own profile, but not those of others. However, the app warns that it cannot guarantee whether all its users are genuine. LiveStage has no messaging functionality, but users can display contact details from other sites such as Snapchat and Instagram. It has been designed by Facebook product manager Michael Seaman, who is 19 years old. In a Facebook post, he wrote that the app was based around the original social network's early days. The exodus of the teenage audience from Facebook has been reported since 2013, and while the social network's overall numbers are growing, the younger audience has been finding other platforms. In 2015, a report by Forrester Research showed while 78% teens used Facebook, it came 7th in the cool list, well below YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Vine and others. For teens, uncool is a word usually reserved for parents and one that no social network wants next to it. Facebook admits personal sharing has moved on to apps like Snapchat, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, which is a problem because original posts are what boost engagement on the website.
And we are slipping into a short break. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
कोई चेहरा है कोमल कली का, रूप कोई सलोनी परी का, इनसे सीखा सबक जिंदगी का, बेटियां तो है लम्हा खुशी का। ये अगर हैं तो रोशन जहां है, ये ज़मीनें हैं और आसमां हैं, है वजूद इनसे ही आदमी का, बेटियां तो है लम्हा खुशी का। हमने रब को तो देखा नहीं पर नूर ये है खुदा का ज़मीं पर। एक एहसास है रोशनी का, बेटियां तो है लम्हा खुशी का। इनसे इनकी अदाएं न छीनो, इनसे इनकी सदाएं न छीनो। हक इन्हें भी तो है ज़िंदगी का, बेटियां तो है लम्हा खुशी का। बेटियां तो है लम्हा खुशी का।
Welcome back to the Social Connection. Cincinnati Zoo has deactivated its Twitter account after it was targeted in an online deluge of jokes and memes about the gorilla Haram. The gorilla was shot and killed after a 3-year-old boy got into his enclosure.
Cincinnati Zoo has deactivated its Twitter account after it was targeted in an online deluge of jokes and memes about Haram, the gorilla shot and killed after a 3-year-old boy got into his enclosure earlier this year. According to media reports, the Twitter account was deactivated late Monday. Cincinnati Zoo director Thane Maynard's Twitter account was reportedly hacked recently and used to send out a series of Harambe-related tweets, one of which contained an expletive that the account appeared to be back in Maynard's hands late Sunday last week. Harambe remembrances began soberly with a Justice for Harambe petition seeking to hold the boy's mother responsible for its death on May 28. The county prosecutor ruled there was no cause for charges. The zoo reopened its gorilla exhibit with a higher reinforced barrier and urged support for gorilla conservation efforts. But the zoo's hopes of moving on have been countered by all the continued reminders. The late 17-year-old great ape has shown up in tongue-in-cheek petitions to rename the hometown Cincinnati Bengals, to add his face to Mount Rushmore or the Lincoln Memorial, and to put him on the dollar bill. The Harambe phenomena turned ugly in June when images were posted on a Facebook page likening Adam Goodes, a retired Australian football player of indigenous ancestry, to the ape. They were pulled down and the page apologized. Twitter got caught in a similar controversy after a racial post about Ghostbuster star Leslie Jones, who is black, included a Harambe comparison. Some Twitter users routinely add the hashtag RIP Harambe even to posts that have nothing to do with him.
And now it's time to see all that feedback that you sent in on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, we have reached the end of the show, and we look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and Facebook page. And if you missed any of the episodes of our shows, catch them on our YouTube channel, DD News Official.
Well, that's right. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of The Social Connection. See you again next week, same time and of course the same place. But before we log off, we leave you with this week's interesting video. Thank you and bye-bye.
كنا خايفين كنا بيركين في الصالون يعني كنا عم نبكي يعني شفنا جثث شفنا الدم يعني وصلنا قالوا بدنا نروح على البلد يعني كثير بالله عم بيغرقوا كله صاروا يعيطوا صاروا هذا مشينا كمان مشينا كتير ننام جوعانين في جوعانين هيك نمنا كمان بالبرية كتير بحلم بيك بتذكر ببكي أنا كمان كل ليل يعني كنت أبكي يعني مخدتي تكون كلها مية عم بزعل ليش هيك حياة صعبة